Oh man, just another day in esports. What is up, peeps? How are you doing on this fine dandy day? You're probably doing better than a lot of players and, well, one individual team out there, that being Into the Breach, otherwise known as ITB. I watched these guys make their last CSGO major run over in Paris, a tremendous run. And of course, when it comes to UK or British CS or British esports in general, I would say one of the few shining lights that we had in esports. They were funny on social media. They've had some success across different titles at different points in time, and especially as a Counter-Strike team, I've really enjoyed watching them, even though, of course, that was kind of the peak in what was. Well, this is definitely rock bottom, as ITB have now announced they are going out of business. They are closing their doors for all things esports and ending all operations because their CEO stole it all. Yeah, just another day in frickin' esports. Announcing recent events at ITB have highlighted significant mismanagement within the organization. Upon further investigation, we discovered that an individual entrusted with all financial and monetary decisions was embezzling funds for personal use. This betrayal has left ITB in an unsustainable position, and with deep regret, we must begin the process of winding down our operations. This is a heartbreaking moment for all of us. ITB was built on the passion of underdogs and the belief that hard work would overcome any odds. But more than anything, it was built on you, our fans. Your support, your chance, and your unwavering belief in us give us a driving force. We are so sorry to let you down. We're working with legal and financial advisors to handle the situation transparently and responsibly. Our priority is to support our players, staff, and partners during this difficult transition. To which right away you had Smooya come out and say, oh, it was the CEO, by the way. Yeah, that being Slay, who I had been following on Twitter for some time. I actually had enjoyed his transparency and his talking points on social media around the organization and their finances. And then you come to find out that he was a reason why some of their finances have gone missing and the entire company is going under. And every day I'm just like, how are these things possible? Because these things have been happening for the last half decade plus, and I've covered so many of them. And I don't know why it's even still surprising. This one is just all the more saddening, though, because it's a team who I have cheered on, and I've seen one of my favorite rosters way back in the day become this. And it's just like, it just never stops, man. And this one was surprising. This was out of nowhere. And this was not someone I expected to be doing something so utterly crappy. And beyond that, now some people are split on this, as Slay, the CEO who had embezzled what seems to be over £600,000. For those of you guys who don't know, yeah, that's over $500,000 by a long shot. All right, we're talking about £600,000 being stolen / embezzled by this guy, who I guess at the very least has been honest about it, and there probably will be legal reparations he'll have to pay and hopefully some punishments, which he admits to, which I guess in today and age in esports, you don't often see people admitting to this extent, so I'll give him that, but it doesn't take away the absolute scumbaggery of this entire situation, which will leave employees and players and staff members unpaid for the rest of time. Saying April 8, 2023, Into the Breach qualifies to the Paris Major. The company experiences massive growth, a legacy, if handled correctly, the foundation required to create a fully funded operation supporting several esport aspirations and capable of going years into the future. Names a bunch of people who like to thank and deserve every opportunity afforded to them. Brilliant people and innately hardworking. Unfortunately, I, the CEO, was acting as two people, one trying to match their efforts and another a destructive, alcoholic, narcissist, hell-bent on self-immolation. I think everyone who's met me has likely seen one of these two sides. With the former able to convince everyone around me I was a sensible person, acting responsibly and not betraying their trust, while the latter disappears in fiendish pursuit of dopamine and self-harm, the ultimate caricature which embodies the worst of people and this industry. ITB goes under, people lose employment, salaries will go unpaid, money lost, hate created, all my fault and responsibility. There'll be several legal consequences of this, all of which I'll accept and face. People will be made as whole as possible with what funds are available. This will be managed outside my influence. Sorry will fall rightly flat on deaf ears, but I'm sorry nonetheless. For anyone not wanting to become another cliche example of how to F up your life, fix your character flaws, mental destructive tendencies before you find success. Otherwise, you'll just build on wet sand. And in later responses, just clarifying how many of those funds had gone missing, I believe to focus on is that $600,000 in loans that he had taken out for himself. It could be more than that. I don't know. He threw out a lot of numbers, which again, surprised he's even naming numbers publicly. I imagine there'll be punishments with that if you're just down to freaking admitting that you embezzled hundreds of thousands of dollars. Then we had Smooya going on a riot. We had someone like Thomas, former ITB, also going on a riot talking about this, which you just feel bad for. And several other esports players, even from different games, talking about how they had prizing and maybe even some other money and salaries still owed to them. And they were just finding out now that, oh, hey, your organization is going under. And I'm tired. I'm actually tired. So Into the Breach is now going under, and with it goes their Counter-Strike team and all remaining esports lineups, and it just sucks, man. It just really sucks. It was a brand that even self-admitted by the scammer had said that, you know, we could have done something. There was a foundation being built, and unfortunately it was torn down from within. So just another day in esports, guys. Till next time, though, please take care of yourselves. As per usual, all right, hang in there, and I'll see you guys back here sometime soon. Yeah.